Hi, this is Heather Butler. I'm the Social Sciences and History Librarian here at South, and today we are going to talk about using newspapers as primary sources. We're going to look at the New York Times database. Alright, so we can start off of the USA Libraries page, and we will go to our research databases. That's where we can find our databases that contain newspapers that can all be searched at the same time. So on our right bar, we have the options to just look at our newspaper databases, which is what we are looking at right now, and we have the option for the New York Times. We're going to look at that one specifically, but a lot of these skills will work for the other databases. They just might look a little different. Alright, here we are. So let's go into advanced search. Alright, and so this is when we're going to be using search terms to find what kind of text we're looking for. This does full text, which means that it searches the entire content of the article and not just like words that has been used to describe it or something like that. So we can search with multiple terms combined by and. For this, I'm looking at like 1920s, Prohibition, liquor. I'm interested in that. So at the same time, I'm also going to put in a date range. And here's all my results. I'm able to refine my date range. I can look over the titles. I can see when they were published. It gives me all of this like immediate information. 17,000 is a lot to look at once, so I probably would want to, if I was doing a real search, narrow it down some. I do have some things to help me narrow it down, some suggestions. So I have options for like smuggling of liquor. If I decided like, oh, I actually really want to talk a lot about smuggling. And then I continue. It keeps the same filters I already had put on it. So, oh, yes, and then of course I have the option to just make sure that I only get full text that I can actually read. And I can click on one and see the actual information. Well, the actual newspaper article. Wonderful, so it gives me the actual like scan of it. It also suggests other similar articles on similar sources. I would make sure to be very careful looking at that because it'll suggest things that aren't just from the New York Times in case I only want from the New York Times. It gives me some suggestions for topic headings. These are all kinds of links that I can click on and it'll show things that are tagged with the same kind of topic heading. So it's just a way for me to be able to do more searching for articles without having to use just these search text boxes. Yep, and then here's results from when I clicked on to see things that are also tagged with international bootlegging conspiracy. Alright, so whenever we are going to be reviewing and evaluating an article to use it, some of the things that we want to think about are who was the reporter of this event and who was the publisher, who was in charge of making sure that this article was able to be published, who was in charge of writing it, what are their relative like perspectives and possible biases for being able to get it published. Additionally, we can also think about like who was the audience, who's the intended audience for this article and for the newspaper itself, like what kind of group of people was it written for? Is it written for like the entire nation? Is it a newspaper that was published for a specific city? Things like that. And then also looking at the article itself and seeing like, is there a goal to this article? Can I tell that there was a reason why it was written? I'll also want to look at some like contextual information, like how long was this written after this event happened? Also, I want to look at things like how does it compare to other newspaper coverage, especially newspapers that are written for different scopes and different demographics of audiences. Alright, good luck!